She's got manipulative written across her forehead. I've kept this woman's secret for 26 years. The blindness is a big ick. She was afraid the guy was my own husband's biological dad. What a disgusting person. Welcome back to the mother-in-law expose. Before we dive in, I don't know if you heard about Megan and MGK. I can't get over it. I've talked about it on my TikTok. I've talked about it everywhere. I have so much newfound respect for that woman. Aspirational. I wonder what her mother-in-law was like. I wonder. Anyway, today's title is I've kept MIL's secret for decades. Cast, me, 49. Husband, 51. Mother-in-law, 76. Let's dive in. Like many of you, my mother-in-law is a toxic, narcissistic, manipulative, selfish, lying, gaslighting, attention whore who's caused an untold number of problems in my marriage over the years. We are starting off so strong. I'm enjoying this vicariously like you wouldn't believe, to be honest. She's been diagnosed as bipolar. She threw a lamp at the therapist who diagnosed her, but refuses any treatment because everyone else is the problem. Diagnosed or not, there is a type, and she falls into that type. When husband and I were first married, his stepdad died. Damn. Mother-in-law called me one night about a week after his death. She was distraught. Of course she was. I was 6 weeks into this marriage and thought it was best if I went over to soothe her. I was still trying to be a good daughter-in-law at that point. Little bit of foreshadowing. This woman is one of those selective Christians who takes the parts of the Bible she likes to judge others. She doesn't drink because of that, except that night, she'd opened up a bottle of peach wine. By the time I got there, she had only one glass left in the bottle. She offered it to me and then poured it for herself. I drank water and listened as the alcohol worked on her system like a truth serum. Here we go. First, she talked about her marriage to husband's father. She admitted to hitting him, and that's why he left. With what? Why? What's the vibe? The fact that I'm never going to know some of these details kind of sticks with me. All other times, she continues to insist that he cheated. Then she admitted to cheating on him with more than one man, including her sister's husbands. Husbands? That's right. She has 3 sisters. She'd slept with all 3 of her own sisters' husbands. Stop it. Either men are super low in terms of standards, or she's just got this Helena Troy thing going on. What? She admitted to seducing them, but like there's so many people I could seduce and they ain't sleeping with me, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm not even trying to put any blame on the sisters. I really hope that they didn't know that was the type of man, but also the time, you know, she's 76. Her affair with sister 3's husband went on so long, she was afraid the guy was my own husband's biological dad. Jesus Christ. He wasn't. She dodged a bullet. Oh man. She talked about infidelity as though it were a foregone conclusion in every committed relationship. In the same breath, she condemned her neighbor for having out of wedlock kids. Oh my God, she's that Christian. Yes. Are we surprised? Then she talked about her second husband. Apparently, at the beginning of their marriage, he wasn't doing everything her way. So she cheated on him too. Is communication such a foreign concept that it wasn't a thing? Were there really nobody that communicated openly, honestly, and genuinely? I have a feeling that actually, no, they didn't. Come to think of it, I feel like human respect, like respect for humanity, was not the priority of humanity at the time. You know what? I'm gonna let that thought go. Where was I? Only she brought her side piece home and introduced him as her boyfriend to husband, then 5, and his brother, then 9. I have so many thoughts on this. She's giving revolving door. If you're successful and you're doing super well, there is no problem with you going through a revolving door, bringing another man after another man into the house. But when it has to do with your kids, you can't deny that it gives them very complex emotions about people. And so for that reason, that's kind of gross. Why are you doing that? Why are you introducing them? God damn it. She did this deliberately to manipulate her second husband, as she knew he'd never leave her. He was attached to her sons and knew she'd cut him off. Oh my God. So you are using your children as a ploy to manipulate a man. Because what? What makes that justifiable? Husband told stepdad about the boyfriend, and stepdad then towed the line and did whatever mother-in-law said after that. Oh no. She brought her side piece home, introduced them to her children, and that is what whipped the husband in shape? I'm so confused. It's really making me question all of their upbringings. Mother-in-law also confessed that she never really cared about her second husband and wouldn't miss him at all since she would get his pension. My God. These are only highlights of what I learned about her that night. I've kept this woman's secret for 26 years. You'd think that since I know where some of her big bodies are buried, she would be nice to me to keep my mouth shut. She hasn't. She's horrible in the extreme. I keep my mouth shut anyway. I know how badly it would hurt husband. Oh my God, what a freaking crappy position to be in. But also, what a disgusting person. She's got manipulative written across her forehead. I've never breathed a word to him about any of this. I did, however, confirm to his dad the suspicions about Sister 3's husband, including the fact that mother-in-law wasn't sure of husband's paternity until he was born looking just like his dad. Oh, wait, there was no paternity test? I guess that's enough. If the features are very, I don't know why I'm doing a nose. I feel like a nose is a very good way to measure, but you know, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it may as well be a duck. Pops was in therapy at the time working through this and related issues. The knowledge helped him. Okay, I'm glad. Wow, it feels amazing to release this. Thanks, everyone. Aw. Edits. Husband doesn't remember meeting mother-in-law's boyfriend slash side piece when he was 5. His brother told me that after I'd spoken with Pops. For those of you who believe I'm an awful, enabling bitch for keeping this from husband, when I told his dad about all of this, we discussed whether it'd be best to keep it from husband or tell him. Pops thought it best not to tell husband, as husband is not in a place mentally where he wants to deal with mother-in-law's mental and emotional abuse. Why are we not asking more questions? It's so funny because I want to crap on communication for the mother-in-law, but also everybody always sucks at communication anyway. Be nicer, people. During our most recent therapy, husband argued that mother-in-law isn't the terrible person I make her out to be, and emphatically stated he wouldn't believe anything bad I told him about mother-in-law. Yes, I recognize that he's effectively chosen her over me. It's one of our many ongoing issues, and yes, I've considered leaving him. Oh no, this has taken such a shit turn, such a garbage turn. Seek help. Because she's actually protecting you. You should be grateful. Ew, the blindness is a big ick. The blindness is an ick. I'm glad she's considered leaving him. Obviously, everybody's circumstances are different. Don't come for me. I'm just saying, leave him. I have kept quiet because 1, husband wouldn't believe me. Ew, leave sis. 2, this would further damage our already shaky marriage. Okay, but you're leaving him. And 3, it would hurt the other family members involved. Who? Other family members involved. The dad already knows. The mother-in-law is the bitch. And husband wouldn't believe you. Spill the tea. That's what I would do. It's your right to judge me since I'm the one who put this information out there. All I know is that I'm trying to do the best I can in a situation where I feel as though I'm in between a rock and a hard place. Your rock is your mother-in-law and the hard place is your husband. But you are forgetting, girlie, that the other hard place is you. You have to choose yourself. We have to choose ourselves. So that is my 2 cents that no one asked for. That is it for this one. I am not enjoying the theme of the husbands not recognizing the disgustingness of their mothers, but I am going to leave you with that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I feel like she should just leave. Maybe if there's a lot more going on that's good in the relationship, give it one last go and then leave if he doesn't change. But then also, when someone doesn't give you what you need in a relationship and you decide to stay, you are essentially telling them that you'll put up with that, and that's going to enable them to make the same freaking shit ass mistakes that ruin you slowly inside. So do with that what you will. I will see you next time. Stay prioritizing you.